and this is The Conversation. Today, I wanted to talk about post-graduation life. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, like, why do I want to hear about that? Well, I'm going to talk about the post-graduation life that they don't tell you about. As you know, I graduated college over a year ago. If you don't know, it's in my intro video, so go check that out. After I graduated, I experienced a lot of emotions. I assumed that, you do what you're supposed to do in school, then everything would just fall in place. Well, that wasn't the case. I became really sad. I don't claim anything unless I'm diagnosed, so I'm not gonna say I was depressed. My emotions were all over the place. I was anxious, I was excited, but then I was really, really sad, and then I got sadder. It was all over the place. Sometimes wish I could have had a heads up, but honestly, nobody can give you a heads up because everybody's journey is different. I had to learn that. I'm still learning that. Today, I'm just gonna tell you about my journey in graduating college. This isn't to say that everybody's journey is the same. People actually become really successful right after college. They eventually join an organization or their dream job or live the life that they plan to live right after college. And for those people, that's great. I'm happy for you. I'm cheering for you. I hope you keep striving, you keep thriving. For the people like me, I think the same. You keep striving, you keep grinding, you keep going towards your dreams, because when you stop living for your dream and stop living for your purpose, that's when you get into that sunken place and you get into that hole and you settle for things that you don't want to do. That is the worst thing you can do for yourself and for your self-peace. Okay, enough with the rant. The first thing I want to talk about is the mental health part of post-graduation. So as I said before, I was really, really sad. In that sadness, I just didn't want to be sad. So I wanted to do something about it. I am really big on my faith, so I prayed every day. Even though the things that I wanted in life, materialistic or whatever it may be, my profession, my career, even though those things weren't aligning and they weren't as I wanted them to be, I prayed for peace. A lot of people forget about themselves in the midst of everything that is going on in their life.
Even though this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad.
Change that if your mind is right. When you're in that phase, let God take control. When you try to control things, you're gonna go insane. You're gonna lose your mind. So wait and endure. Things will be much easier for you. You won't be as stressed out. You will be able to handle things better. My goodness, my reaction is so much better than they were in 2019 and 2020. We always feel like we're in control. We have to be in control. But in reality, it's better to focus on things you can control versus things you can't control. I know I have a problem trying to control everything. Just like, it needs to be like this, it needs to be like that. If it's not like this and like that, I go crazy. And in reality, it's like, why go crazy when it's inevitable? You can't control it. Talking to friends, talking to different people, I know we all have that sense of, we go to school, we get out of school, we get a job, we live the life that we desire. And it's supposed to go in that order, but sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't go that way, you focus on things that you can control. For instance, when I graduated college, I took months just being in a drought, worked a job that I didn't like. It was just really, really bad for my sanity. Once I stopped working at that job, I realized, okay, focus on what you can control. I want to get into my field, the field that I graduated in. Look up jobs and their requirements. I'm going to talk to people in that industry. Network. grind to get that job versus, oh, I'm so sad. This isn't fair and life isn't fair and it's always me. Granted, I used to beat myself up, why does she get to have that? Why does he get to have that? Why can't I have it? Why isn't it my time? I worked hard just as much as they did. But in reality, you can work so hard, but if it's not meant for you at that time, then it's not meant for you. That's just how it goes. And I think going through 2020 society and what we went through, that it was a wake-up call for a lot of us. We let our entitlement give us the notion that everything we want, we're supposed to get. Sometimes you have to wait for what you want. Sometimes you will get what you want when you want it. Sometimes you won't get what you want when you want it. Sometimes things will happen and you'll get something that you didn't want, and it'll be the best thing to happen for you. The second thing that I dealt with was financial stability. Everybody wants money.
My money, I need it now.
If you truly have a passion for something, if you wait for the money will be so much better and so much more abundant going into your account. I feel like passion equals longevity. So if you have a passion for something, you grind until you achieve that passion, then money will come when that time comes. So we all want these things. That honestly, living witness, haven't made it to where I want to be, but I know I have faith, and I also have the will to work. Faith without work is dead. So I want everyone to get in the notion to normalize failures. Everybody's gonna fail. Failing is a part of life. It's like if you don't fail or you don't go through something that makes you feel like you failed, then you're not living. You aren't able to get those lessons that you need in order to grow and evolve. Also, our expectations. It's okay to have expectations, but when you don't meet your expectations, we all have to get out of the habit of beating ourselves up for not reaching it. Look at it as I haven't reached it yet. It doesn't mean that I failed, or it doesn't mean that it's not going to get reached. It just means right now is not the time for it to be reached. Even if we want it to be the time, it's okay if it's not, and it's okay if you feel bad. So take that moment, feel bad about it, and then let's find solutions. I know that what I'm saying is easier said than done. It's all a process. We just have to start being patient with ourselves. When you're patient with yourself, things get to move in place faster. You get to see things in a different light. And I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. Being able to approach things with a different attitude. Everything you do in life starts with your mental. If you work on being mentally okay, mentally stable, mentally right with God, things will just align better. I'm not going to drag this video long. I do want to say Happy New Year to everybody. 2021, we all got through 2020 and everything that happened. It's a new year, new beginnings, new mindset. Let's all take what we can to be peaceful, make that our reality. So let's grind, let's be happy, let's reach our dreams, let's make moves in 2021. We all got the will, we all got the power through God. And we can achieve it. That's all I have for today. I'm trying to make this a weekly thing, bi-weekly for sure. Okay, love you all.